In an interview with our correspondent, the chairman of the Civil Liberties Organization in Rivers State, Sonny Dada, says he wants an audit of the financial activities of the sole administrator. As you would expect, when we went on the newspaper review segment, this generated a lot of contributions, and some people are adverse to it. Other people felt like it makes sense, but many are not happy with it, and you would wonder why they aren't. All right, because if you put in proper perspective what governance, democracy is about, it's about making sure that, okay, we do what's right, yes? There are those that argue then that we don't need that now. There's peace, let's move on from it. But are we saying that we can throw away the standards and what is right because of peace? Would that be peace in this sense? That's the first question. There's also the place where you look at it and you go like, in the context of Nigerian politics, we can allow this go. What if by chance there's anything that's suspicious or fraudulent in those activities or in the time that have happened? It means we just allow corruption go. Don't forget that the president told us in Brazil that corruption has ended in this country. Remember that, unless you're saying the president is lying. So if that's the case, shouldn't an audit make sense to know, okay, what it's not a probe. Let's differentiate these things. It's not a probe. A financial audit is not a probe. Even in the local government where we had administrators, I mean, would people at least even know how much monies came in? I had a conversation with one of the council chairmen and I asked him this question. Will the people get to know? For some people, there is this silent but loud opinion that, well, it is part of the deal. Nobody's going to say anything about all the monies that was spent in the time that we had the state administrator and the council administrators. All of that would just be swept under the carpet and then we would move on. But then we said that democracy is about the people. We said that leadership is about the people. Even our leaders that we are saying, we are the ones we are shouting, when they come on TV, at least on TV, they say it is for the people, the interest of the people. One of the things that would be considered the interest of the people, I'm pretty sure, would be the people understanding how their money is being spent, because at the end of the day, it is our collective money. It is all of our taxes, all of everything. That's what's there, and that's what it's been spent. So shouldn't we at least know what it was used for, who used what, and whether it was used judiciously? Shouldn't we be availed that information? Shouldn't we be able to understand what happened? Why would it be wrong to ask for this to happen? It then brings me to the ultimate question, which is, of course, will the governor even look in that direction? Because, again, like I said, there is this silent yet loud opinion that it's part of the agreement now that we're removing the emergency rule, the governor is coming back, that all of these things would just be allowed to be. Nobody's going to want to dig up a can of worms, because if you want to do that, we also have things that will bring up about you, and we'd also have things that will bring up about that person, this person, and everywhere goes back to chaos. And many would say that has been the politics of Nigeria for a long time. If you go back to President Obasanjo, I remember one time he had Pierre, I think it was at the House of Assembly or something. And he basically had certain things about some of the lawmakers at the time. And people say that's just Nigerian politics, that like everybody has something on each other. And so when it comes to it, everybody just says, let it be. We have seen in Rivers State under different administrations where probes have been conducted now. White papers have been brought up, but we don't know, nothing happens. Nothing happens. The only thing the white papers succeed in doing is to smear the image of any individual, twist public opinion, sway public opinion, get public sympathy, does all of those things. But then the real cocoa of the matter, which is, okay, are we going to investigate this? Somebody going to court? Somebody going to get indicted? It never happens. We never see it. And so it brings us back to this. When the governor, and if the governor resumes on, that will be 18th or 19th of September, if or when the governor resumes, what would you want him to attend to first? Would you support the call of the administration or emergency rule to happen? Like I said, an audit is different from a probe. Probe it, but audit. If you go into any company now, to an HRO, as an admin, as whatever, all of us, you would want to know the financial history of that place. You want to get all the necessary information for your company, for your business. Some of you have businesses that you run. You have restaurants, you do financial audits. So how come with this case, as it concerns governance, which is supposed to be of utmost importance because it concerns all of us and it's our common resources, how come we have people who have dissenting voices? We have to understand the people who have dissenting voices will have to explain why they do not think that a financial audit should be something that should be done. And those that think it should be done would also have to tell us why they think a financial audit should be done. Because there are pros and cons these monies went to. For the local government, aside